Hi guys, how are you all doing? So I've just done a divine masculine energy check-in, so if you haven't watched that, please go and watch that, because it's got a link into the divine feminine reading. Okay, divine masculines are kind of plotting, scheming a plan to come back towards the divine feminines. I felt very strongly that it would be around Valentine's Day, as we saw a red rose and an offer. But it was a very interesting read because it involved karmic energy, which they were dealing with, but it also involved a plan to move back towards the divine feminine. Okay, so the last reading I did, it was like they were thinking of coming back, but now they've actually come up with a plan. Okay, so very interesting. Go and read that. Go and watch that if you haven't done so already. So divine feminine, first card we have out for you is forgiveness. Towards who? Towards your divine masculine, we have chemistry, we have soul contract. Now this is really interesting because there is going to be a whole heap of forgiveness that the divine feminines need to offer towards the divine masculine. Okay, it works both ways. Both twins have to, you know, show forgiveness and love to the other counterpart, but I feel even more so forgiveness coming from the divine feminines, because in this particular collective of twin flames that I've been channeling for quite some time now, the divine masculines have really been the one who have been, you know, 10 steps behind. Okay, not through any fault of their own. They had a lot of healing to do. There was a lot of childhood trauma they had to work through, and you know, they kind of have been playing catch up with the divine feminine. Okay, now divine masculine, because they have been going through a lot of trauma, which was linked very much to their childhood, I do feel as though perhaps the divine masculines have said and done some not very nice things for divine feminines. Okay, I've seen that in the readings that we've done up until this one. So there is a need for forgiveness from the divine feminines towards the divine masculines. Okay, it's almost like spirit is saying, you know, with the forgiveness, remember the chemistry between you both. Remember the reasons why you fell in love with your divine masculine. Okay, remember that, you know, how this person made you truly feel before things really got scary, before the, you know, journey really kicked off. Because when you first meet your twin, the first kind of, well, it's different from it's different for everybody. You know, the time frame, but there's like a honeymoon period for a short while, and then that's when, you know, the triggers come in, and that's when the, you know, the wounds open and they're very clear, and they're, you know, the other twin shines the light on them, and you know, there's this running, chasing, and it's just a whole load of mess. Yeah. But it's almost like spirit is asking you to remember the good times, remember the chemistry you have with this person, remember how this person makes you feel. You know, you have a bond with this person that you know is unlike any other you've had before. Okay, we also have the soul contract here, so this is really saying to you, you know, before you even came down to this earthly plane, you did actually sign a contract with, you know, your own divine spiritual team, and this was the plan all along. Okay, I mean, this is the epitome of a twin flame relationship. You both trigger one another, you both shine light on each other's wounds, but ultimately once you're both done most of that healing, you can come together to continue the journey together. Okay, there's not a separation forever. It is long, it's painful, and it's ugly, but by the time you both come back together, you are completely changed, you're completely different. Okay, so just remember, yeah, there is a lot of forgiveness that needs to take place here. Remember how you really feel about this person. Forget about the ego, forget about the arguments, the things that have been said, the things that have been done. That doesn't matter. Okay, because this person was acting out of a place of fear. They were acting out of a place of, you know, unhealed trauma. Things are going to be different. There's a soul contract here. Okay, divine counterpart. Wow, I love the fact that both of these cards have come out. Soul contract, divine counterpart. This is your person. This is your person. You did sign up to this journey, and you know, you've probably sat there many times and thought, no, you probably sat there many times and thought, you know, I can't do this anymore. This just isn't for me. This is too much. I'm too overwhelmed. I'm too sad. I'm heartbroken, etc., etc. But there was a reason for this. Okay, now the reason why I just stopped in my trance, because we had the third party card here. Now remember at the beginning of the reading I was saying the divine masculine had some energies around them which was karmic. Okay, which they were having to almost sort out before coming towards you. Honestly, go and watch that reading, because this would just make more sense. There is third party involvement. Now this particular card is holding a phone, and I don't normally with this card pick up on the fact that it's through a phone, but I do feel as though that somebody is trying to communicate with your person through a phone, through a mobile, right? So it could be perhaps through social media. It could be that perhaps, you know, if this is somebody they've blocked in the past, this person has got a brand new number and, you know, they found a way to message your person again. Which is interesting, because when twins are so close to union, that's when, you know, exes will pop up and test both twins. Both twins can experience this. Things pop up to test the twins. This is what you really want, but how are you going to deal with this situation, okay? And I feel like this is something the Divine Masculine has to deal with, like I said, before he can come forward towards the Divine Feminine. Give me one more, please. Give me one more. Okay, we'll take two. Frustration, throat shut. Wow, triggered. Okay. I love it when it all comes together. Honestly, please, please, please go and watch the first reading, because I said in that reading there was something about the Divine Masculine having to really stand up for what they feel is right, having to really stand up to speak of what they want, what they desire, which is a Divine Feminine. I feel as though there's people around the Divine Masculine who aren't or wouldn't be happy with the Divine Masculine moving back towards a Divine Feminine. And the last bit, you know, the last little hurdle they had to cross over was for them to really speak their truth. And then look what's come out. Throat chakra healing, which is obviously just that. Somebody who has got a blocked throat chakra is somebody who doesn't speak up, as in, you know, doesn't speak their truth, does not, you know, speak of injustice. They just kind of let things slide, right? They let people cross their boundaries. It's in a way, it's for them to try and keep the peace, but they're now starting to realize that in all, like, this whole time they've been trying to keep the peace with everybody else, it means that they don't get what they really, really want. They don't get what they want, and they don't get what they desire, which is the Divine Feminine. Okay? And that's something they're having to do before they move back to the Divine Feminine. Now, I also picked up a feeling of excitement from the Divine Masculine and a feeling of, I don't want to mess this one up. So there is going to be a weight I picked up on Valentine's Day very strongly. But there's a weight because they kind of like want to settle all of this shit first before they move back in towards a Divine Feminine. So I don't want anything to spoil this with a Divine Feminine, okay? Now, this doesn't come without frustration. They're feeling really frustrated because I feel as though this karmic energy, they're not going to give up easily. This karmic energy around Divine Masculines, they're very opinionated. They have a lot to say. And this is also for an energy around them that has been around them for quite some time. So, you know, old friendships, family members or what have you. The frustration really is coming from, there's arguments. There's arguments and it's through a phone. So somebody's texting back and forth, you know, angrily, pissed off. Or somebody, you know, keeps calling to, I feel, manipulate or try to manipulate Divine Masculine. Divine Masculine doesn't want to hear it anymore. Divine Masculine knows what's what now. And they're learning to really heal that throat chakra. And the only way they're going to heal that is to speak up. Speak their truth. Speak of what they really want. And to tell everyone else to bugger off, basically. But yeah, they're feeling frustrated. They're also feeling triggered. Okay, so let's go with some tarot and just clarify these messages. Tell me more about this forgiveness card, please, for Divine Feminines. Six of Wands. Yeah, Divine Feminines. I almost get the sense of the Divine Feminines have been a little bit concerned and worried that perhaps they wouldn't be able to fully forgive the Divine Masculine. And that's been, you know, making them feel really sad. Because it's almost like, I know that I have to forgive them because I know I signed up to this journey. And, you know, all of these lessons and what have you have all happened for a reason. But, you know, I'm struggling to really put my ego aside and say, you know, I forgive you. I forgive you, I have empathy for you, I respect you, I understand, right? But with the Six of Wands coming out, it's given that message of, you don't need to worry, Divine Feminines. You will be able to forgive your Divine Masculines, okay? You will. You'll forgive and you'll move forward together, okay? Tell me more about this chemistry card, please. Tell me more about this chemistry card. No, Spirit's like, I think not. Thank you. Four of Cups. Yeah. So this is what I mean, like the Divine Feminines recently have been feeling like, oh, like so much has happened here. So much has happened. I don't know if I can really forgive my Divine Masculine for the things they've done and said to me. I'm starting to question, you know, if I really want this to come back around, can I really forgive my person? Perhaps your person has done some really cruel things, or, you know, said some really cruel things, and you're thinking, you know, this is quite toxic. This is something that I don't really want to be involved in, right? Because the Four of Cups is that energy of, you know, not really feeling over enthusiastic about the offer that's coming in. Okay. Now it's either that, or the Divine Feminine is having offers coming her way from other suitors, and Divine Feminine is standing firm and loyal. Okay, I'm waiting for my person. I don't know when they're coming. I don't know if they're coming. But something's coming, right? I feel it. Something is coming. So therefore, thank you, but no thank you for your kind offer. You know, it could just be a random suitor coming in. Can I take you on a date? You're really pretty, what have you? And Divine Feminine's like, no, because the Divine Feminine knows that they will not find that kind of chemistry with just anybody. Divine Feminine is somebody who really values love, really values loyalty, and, you know, also would not just kind of get with any old person. There has to be a connection there. There has to be deeper meaning there, right? Tell me more about this soul contract card, please. Tell me more about this soul contract. Temperance, yeah. Divine Feminines, bless your hearts, because it's just, it's like, I just get this sense of, oh man, when is this all gonna end, right? Spirit's like, I know it's not pretty, I know it's been hard. My heater just turned on randomly, so take that as a sign. I don't know if you can hear that humming. It's not on a time, doesn't have a timer or anything. How random. Yeah, temperance, grounding your emotions, okay? Just remembering, okay, if it means meditating, if it means spending more time on your own to ground yourself, to eliminate those, you know, negative ego thoughts. The ego being, this isn't for you, this is highly toxic, you shouldn't be waiting, da, da, da. No, because the spiritual self, the spiritual side to you knows that this is a soul contract, and this is your divine counterpart, and this is part of the journey. Tell me more about this divine counterpart, please. Four of Swords in reverse. It's time to take action. I'm telling you now, this is imminent. This is imminent. So I feel both twins have spent a lot of time in solitude. A lot of twins have spent a lot of time in that kind of that overthinking energy of, what do I need to do? What do I need to change? What needs healing? You know, there's been a lot of you know, inner seeking here, inner healing. Is the word introspection? I think it is. I really should start reading the dictionary. There's been a lot of just self-reflection, right? A lot. But it's time to take action. This is why there's so much excitement between the twins. Ace of Wands. Yeah. So it's almost as if whoever this third party energy is, and I picked up on more than one, they are so aware that the divine masculine wants to come towards their divine feminine with this brand new passionate beginning. Look at that wand. Look at that wand standing tall. This third party energy knows how passionately the divine masculine feels towards the divine feminine. They know it, they've seen it, they feel it. Okay, there's jealousy, there's a feeling of wanting to keep them stuck because they know that, you know, they would just go all in here, all in, dive straight into the connection, and then they won't have time to perhaps do other things, right? Whoever this third party energy is, they are aware divine masculine is moving towards a divine feminine, and that is why they are all of a sudden up in the ante, and there's more phone calls, there's more text messages, or, you know, more attempts to connect or speak with your divine masculine, because they know, they feel it. They know that your divine masculine wants to passionately come back towards you, divine feminine, and they're not happy about it. They're not happy. I feel as though whoever this third party energy is, in the past they've been able to almost penetrate divine masculine's brain logic, and been able to almost control what divine masculine does, or the decisions that they make, right? And they're slowly losing slip of the divine masculine, because divine masculine is starting to heal their throat chakra, starting to speak of what they really want, and they're not happy. Third party energy is not happy. Tough shit. You don't mess with a twin flame relationship, trust me. 7 of Cups and 10 of Swords. Okay. Now, the reason why, another reason why divine masculines are feeling this sense of frustration and are feeling really triggered is because, like, this third party energy here is a threat. It is a threat, because remember, the plan, their logic was, I want to move towards my divine feminine. I'm going to use Valentine's Day as a perfect opportunity to send flowers, to send a note, ask them out on a date. But I want it to be like there's nothing around. There's nothing around my energy or their energy that can cause harm to our connection. I want a fresh start, then onwards. I don't want anything to mess it up. But this third party energy, they're not happy, and they're not going down without a fight, okay? So it's almost as if the longer this goes on with the third party energy, between the divine masculine and third party energy, the more frustrated the divine masculines are becoming, because they feel as though divine feminine has got many options, which obviously up here we saw with the 4 of Cups. There are options coming in for the divine feminine, but divine masculines need to realize divine feminines aren't interested in anyone else's cup. Doesn't matter how shiny it is or how full it is. They know that the chemistry they feel with their divine masculine, they cannot get that in any old connection, okay? But that's not something divine masculine knows. This is an insecurity of theirs anyway, which they had to work on. They're feeling triggered and frustrated because they fear that divine feminine has options, because they fear that perhaps they've left it too long and divine feminine has completely walked away from this connection or completely exited the connection, okay? So that's another reason why now I feel like when they're communicating with this third party, they're almost getting to that point of not anger, not like maliciously, but they're being quite blunt, which is something that they don't normally do with this third party energy. They're being very blunt, they're being very honest, but they're being fair with it. They're basically saying, these are my boundaries, you either respect them or you leave, right? And that's why the third party energy is just not, they're not happy. But yeah, look, Queen of Wands also. They do feel as though the divine feminine is somebody very beautiful, very attractive, very abundant. Divine feminine is somebody who really speaks their truth. They look up to the divine feminine, they really do. They want to be more like the divine feminine, because the divine feminine doesn't care about what people think about them. Divine feminine is themselves, right? They live authentically, and divine masculine wants to follow in their footsteps, and they're doing that. But isn't that interesting that the third party energy came out in both readings? So at the moment, that is the only thing, well, only issues, only hiccups in between the union between these two twins, okay? But as I said in divine masculine reading, Valentine's Day is very significant, okay? So divine feminine, keep doing what you're doing, remain grounded, lots of meditation, you know, again, working on forgiveness here, remaining loyal. I mean, you're pretty good, you're pretty solid your end. Patience here again, I'm sure. Yeah, divine masculine got patience as well. Just be patient, it's coming. Okay, so divine feminines, that was your reading. I hope you enjoyed, I hope it resonated with you. If you do enjoy my readings, please like, share and subscribe, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care, guys. Bye.